Um, This is Shalom from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rahakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. They teach and rule well, peace, love, and safety. To the brothers inside there laboring in his truth and sincerity to make the calling and election sure. To you all, I say Shalom. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video, but this is pretty much a news article I ran into today. And I ran into this, and I was having a conversation earlier with this Jake at my job. So it kind of inspired me to do this lesson. But this was today on WSB TV. It's like a local news station here in Atlanta. I just watched, go on here to see what's going on, how much crime happened over the weekend, stuff like that. And like I said, it's local, but it's talking about how much money a person would need to make to live in the state of Georgia. Of course, Georgia's supposed to be one of the easiest living states, but it's actually number 15 on the list as far as how expensive it is to live here. Now, you have a lot of rich people that move here, or you have a lot of people with money that move here, and then you have a lot of poor people that move here. Georgia's just one of those places where it attracts a lot of people. But as you see, it says living comfortably in Georgia in 2024 requires a salary of nearly $100,000, according to a new study. So you have to make around six figures per person to live comfortably in Georgia, not Atlanta, but just Georgia, period, the state. And this is just an average based on different counties, different cities. I think in Atlanta it's a lot higher because Atlanta is more expensive to live. Forsyth County, right on the it's going to be on the left side of Lake Lanier. That area is expensive to live. On the left side of Lake Lanier, it's Gainesville in that area, Flowery Branch. It's not as expensive as Forsyth County. Also Alpharetta, all of those areas are pretty expensive. So this is just Georgia as a whole. A single person needs to make nearly $100,000 to live comfortably. All right. If you want to take a vacation, if you want to pay off debt, if you want to pay your bills on time, if you want a basic house, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house, a basic car, something like a Toyota Camry or something basic, a Chevrolet Impala, a regular old sedan. You need to make that much money to live like, what's a good example? To live like what a manager at McDonald's was making in the 90s, what they could afford. And I remember back in the late 80s, I had my older sister. I have an older sister. When she was 17, she graduated and she got her own apartment, working a part-time job, making minimum wage, and she had a car. At 17. That is impossible now. You can't do that. I think her rent was like maybe $300 for a 2-bedroom or something like that. And that's you can't even get that much to live in a room in somebody's basement. You can't even afford to live in somebody's closet for that much. But I'm going to get to the next screenshot, which is right here. And this says, as of June 2024, the average salary in Georgia is $25.09 per hour, or around 52,179,000 per year. And that's in the state of Georgia. So if you take this number and almost double it, that's what you need to make to live comfortably. That's why they're pushing these alphabet people, because they can make good money and live in a 1 bedroom and live like a single person and make 2 incomes. But if you take, a couple that makes, that can have children, is going to be a lot more. Even if you're a couple and you have a 1 bedroom, you're not going to want to keep that 1 bedroom forever, because you're going to have a family. And that's why everything is the way it is. That's why the crime is so high. That's why illegal activity is so high. That's why strip clubs are so popular. All right, all of these things, rappers, all of the negative things that people buy into, and it's because of oppression. Everyone's oppressed. It's not even just Jake, it's everybody. But this video is almost 6 minutes long, and I haven't gotten a scripture yet. So I'm gonna grab some scriptures, but I'm gonna read the rest of this. It says, however, the average pay rate for hourly rate jobs can vary greatly, as much as $7.50, with the majority of salaries ranging from $12.98 to $20.48, $20.48. Georgia ranks 45th out of 50 states for hourly rate jobs salaries. All right, so so it's almost impossible to be comfortable here. You got to be on some wicked shit to live comfortably, or you just got to have roommates. And now I'm not sure how true this is, but I think in the state of Tennessee, they was trying to make it illegal to have a roommate. It have to be like a family member or something. So these are the times we going into, which is going to be a lot worse than this. It's people living comfortably now, but it's about to get a whole lot worse, because the economy is not getting better. With BRICS on the rise and the American dollar collapsing, things are going to get a whole lot worse. And we've been saying this for years. And now it's actually starting to come to pass. So with that, it's going to create division in households. It's going to create more crime, more violence. All right, so let's get some scriptures. Okay, this is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 10. I'm going to start with this one. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord Yahweh, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. That's talking about the government and trading places and places of businesses going down. All right, it's going to be a great cry. People are going to be crying out for help. And something as simple as a water main break in Atlanta almost shut the city down for a few days. Actually, I think it was damn near a week. They couldn't get it fixed. They probably didn't have enough workers. Those workers they have, they're not paying them enough. They also recruiting for police officers, and to help recruit for police officers, they buying sports cars, because they know Jake like them Camaros and Hellcats and stuff. So they putting a lot of those out on the road as police cars just to get Jake to apply. But Jake don't want to be a police officer. All right, a lot of these niggas, they gonna get called into the military, and they gonna instantly go AWOL with this draft coming up. That's about to happen. These things are happening now. But just watch, it's gonna get a whole lot worse. It says, how ye inhabitants of Mektash, for all the merchant people, their people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. It says, and it shall come to pass in that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. So the Lord is actually grabbing his elect right now, putting the spirit on them to reach out for the truth, to be inquisitive, to get his name. All right, to get this wisdom and knowledge and understanding that's going to keep you stable in the times to come. The Lord is out there gathering his men. But the other men, listen to this, it says, and punish the men that are settled on their leads, that say in their hearts, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. And a lot of those people are the ones that's caught up in these churches, and you know, listening to these motivational speakers that's telling you that you're going to get that good job that you're never going to get, that you're going to have that money that you're never going to have, that you're going to buy that nice house that you're never going to be able to so afford. It says, therefore, their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. And that's talking about it's gonna be taken. Everything that Jake has now is gonna be taken. When this country actually falls down, they're gonna come after you people. They're gonna put an implant in you. A lot of people gonna fly to it, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to buy and sell. It's gonna be a different currency. It's gonna be what they keep talking about, this digital wallet. All of these things are about to come to pass. And at this point, the United States don't have a choice. They have to. But at the same time, that's when they're going to crash. What Job 20 say, he shall swallow down riches and vomit them up again. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get that next. It says, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. Yeah, a lot of these people are, a lot of the jobs you do, you can't afford to live there. A lot of the houses that people are building, they can't afford to live in those houses. They just can't afford it. You don't make enough. A lot of real estate people that sell houses, they can't afford to live in the houses that they sell. That's just how it is. And that's another thing that a lot of people are going out to. Real estate, basically jobs that you can make as much money as you can if you just hustle. Car salesmen, used car salesmen make a pretty good amount of money. I actually sold cars for a minute a few years ago, and it's not a bad business. It's bad business because it's dealing with a car salesman is like dealing with a damn politician. You hear a lot of lies. They'll say anything to get you down there, and then put you in something that you don't want and give you the price that you can't afford, just so they can make a bunch of money. And if they was honest, you could actually have that nice car that you want at the price, but they're greedy right now. And the reason for that is because how the economy is. It's just how America's set up. It says, verse 14, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hastened greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Yeah, a lot of these men that got it good right now, they're gonna be crying out. They're gonna lose those cars that they worked their whole life for. They're gonna lose that house. They're gonna lose that woman, their whole family, your children. All of that's gonna be gone. And what are you gonna turn to? You're gonna turn to violence. All right. It says the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Hey, now think about this. When it really gets that bad, who's gonna be running everything? Who's gonna be your police officers? Who's gonna be your military? Who's gonna be operating your lights, your gas, your electricity? These people ain't gonna be able to afford it. Now, you're gonna have people that have the that implant in them, you know, everybody else may be sent to a concentration camp. We don't know how this thing is going to go. But we do know that people are going to be sent to concentration camps and people are going to be implanted. You know, some people may be able to survive in the woods. There's a lot of people already set up for that. You know, really, you can't really survive like that, especially in these times without Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's going to be impossible. The Lord is going to have to intervene and help his elect. Okay, I said I was going to get Job 20. This is Job 20 and verse 10. Let me go down, I think it's 15. It says, he shall swallow down riches and shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. Yeah, so this devil is going to get all the riches he can. Then his dollar is going to flip, crash or go down, and the stocks are going to fall. And this country is just going to be way out of order. And they're going to put in all kind of stuff. Martial law, UN troops, civil war is going to break out. It's going to be crazy out here, all because of this devil wanting to be more and more rich and be more and more greedy. Not really because of that, because America has just been a big bully, putting sanctions on countries. That's what Russia said. They said, why would we deal with currency and all you do is punish us with sanctions? We'll make our own currency. And guess what these other countries did? They agreed. Now he's loading them up with weapons, saying, all right, I want you to do something. We're going to pull up at your back door. Do something. We want you to do something. And America's scared. America is really scared. Only thing that's keeping this place going is the bread and circus, and that's about to fail real soon. It says, let's go down a little bit. This is what I really wanted to get right here. Verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Yep, and that's going to be right before this war break out, the nuclear war. It says, then he shall flee from the iron weapon. That's going to be those nuclear missiles. And the bow of steel shall strike him through. Yep, this place is going to get hit and obliterated and blown completely off the face of the earth. And before that, the Lord is going to gather his elect. So the men that's calling on the name Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the ones that sighing and crying, the hopeful elect, the men, women, and children that the Lord has already, that the Lord is sealing. Those are the ones that's going to be in good case. Everybody else, and we still gonna, Lord, I say we, I hope I'm part of that number. We still gonna see a lot of hell on this place. It says gold shall be tried in the fire. And if you want to be made pure gold, you have to go through that fire. Okay, let me get second Ezra is it 6 and 22? Okay, I'm gonna read 22 and go down to verse 24. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Yeah, you're gonna hear those air sirens. You're gonna hear men out here prophesying, and it's gonna be scaring the hell out of them. That's going on now. That's been going on, but now they can actually see it coming to pass. So they know who the true prophets are. But yeah, when these storehouses found empty, all hell's gonna break loose. Verse 24: at that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand still. Salaki, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Yeah, it's gonna be a time period where nothing's gonna be there's not gonna be no type of cash flow or anything. No type of cash flow. It may be minor trading, and then with that, you still gotta watch who this person is. You're gonna trade with a complete stranger while murder is on the rise, is on at an all-time high. While civil war is going on, while martial law is going on. You think you can find somebody and trust them to trade? The scriptures even said, "Friends shall fight one another like enemies." It's another scripture that talks about a man's foe shall be of his own household. It's what's about to happen is going to bring a lot of division, where some people are going to get this truth, and some are just going to be like, "Hey, we need to go back to how it was in 2019." But it's never going to go back that way. All right. So I didn't want to make this too long. I did want to just go off of how bad the economy is collapsing and how hard it is to live, and just using Georgia as an example. So I pray this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect.